So this is just a drone video that we wanted to share with everybody. This is the Gasconade River in Pulaski County, Missouri. This is a pretty interesting weather phenomenon that we've seen just a handful of times here in the Ozarks. The video, the really cool part comes at about a minute 15 seconds. So if you're in a rush, skip right up to there and you'll see it. But as we were driving to this property, to video a property, which is about 10 miles from here, we were going down a long hill toward the river, and all of a sudden we hit this thick fog. So before that, it was bright blue skies. We got close to the river, it was thick fog, and we'd seen this a few times, like I said, over the years. It was a fairly cool evening, and then as the day warmed up, the temperature started to rise up pretty quickly, but it was still cooler by the river because this particular section of the Gasconade is bounded on both sides by fairly high hills. So cooler by the river, warmer above, ended up giving us this really dense fog layer, but only over the river itself. So we happened to have the drone and a few extra minutes, so we thought, let's just, get above the clouds and see what that actually looks like. And so in just a minute here, you'll see that. There we go. Really cool. It's perfectly tracing that section of the Gasconade River as we look to the west there. You can see it way off in the distance as the river. And then as we look to the east, the phenomena continues for about a quarter mile, and then it stops, and you can just see the water in the river again. That's because those hills kind of widen out into a valley, so I assume they're no longer holding that cool air. So that dense fog goes away completely. And I know that in a moment we spin around and we get a really good look to the west, and you can just see the Gasconade for miles with this dense fog covering. So it's got the steep hills on each side, and they're not super wide. That's another, the conditions have to be just right for this in the right section of river. There you go. Now, if you look at that, you can see kind of the horseshoe bend. Look off to the right, and then way off in the distance, that phenomenon continues for a good 10 miles in the Gasconade. As we zoom out a little bit, we actually... we took about a 15-minute video, and rather than subject everybody to the whole thing in just a moment, we've spliced on the last 30 seconds or so when we bring the drone back down. But it's just something, like I said, we've seen it just a few times. We've never seen it with the drone, and we were showing this video just around the office to the other guys and girls, and they were like, geez, you just need to put that on YouTube. There might be some other people that are land weirdos like us that might think that's pretty cool. So now we're coming back down. Okay, so again, this is the Gasconade. That's a bridge called Veterans Bridge, and we're about 3-4 miles north of I-44, about 20 miles west of Rolla, Missouri. We were on our way to the Jesse James Project in Pulaski County, which is right up by Dixon, so about 10 miles from here. And there you can see one of the red trucks that we normally drive. So anyway, we're not trying to sell you this land. We just wanted to share this kind of cool weather phenomenon. Trying to pronounce that correctly. Probably getting close, but not perfect. And now we're just going down maybe to look at that sign by the river. Or maybe not. Oh, and by the way, after we took this video, we drove out to the property where we were headed. We came back, and the whole thing took 20-30 minutes, and the fog was completely gone. So this cool weather phenomenon didn't last long, but we did capture it on video.